Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss. Never put a futures position on without a stop-loss order in place.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar's Friday Roundup. Well, hey, gotta tell you right off the bat, I'm not giving you too much time today because it's Saturday and there's snow out there and I want to go play with the kids. Saturday's my day off. Let's get some lesson done back here. Hey, we had a fantastic week. If you've been following Omni, wow. I don't even have to say anything. Go back, look at some videos. Wow. Mike, am I wrong? You go Omni. Go Omni. All right. Listen, a lot of emails came in. I always read through my emails during the week, try to figure out where you guys could use a little assistance. I found some things I think we'll talk about today, and let's see what we can do to help you out. Short-term trading mentality keeps your focus pure. It keeps your focus pure. What happens is your analysis will, not could, will result in a weighting towards your positions. Let me talk about that for a moment. I like getting out of markets at the end of each day because then when I go to look at my analysis that evening, I'm not pre-jaded by my position. And hey, we're all human. There isn't a person watching my videos that can't tell me if you're short S&P and you go to do your analysis, you're not going to weight your outcome towards the short side. It's human nature. There's no way out of that trap. Well, that's not true. If you become professional enough and you withdraw your emotions, you can get out of that trap. But for the most part, until you have years and years and years and years of trading under your belt, you have to stick to that rule. Short-term trading will keep your focus pure. So if you're trading and you like short-term trading, do not hold positions overnight unless you have a convicted reason and you've been in the trade and it's profitable and it's going into a profit on the evening session or the weekend and you have a plan to hold it, then you hold it. What I find will happen is people get into a short-term trade and then they keep it overnight because it's losing. Right off the bat, wrong, wrong, wrong. You don't hold the position overnight because it's losing. You get out when you're supposed to. But let's say you've held it overnight. Then you go to do your analysis. What happens is you do your analysis and you find every technical reason why it should go in the direction of your position and not where it's supposed to go. Analysis has to be pure. It has to be real. It has to be thoughtless and mindless as far as direction, pre-direction is concerned. You look at the charts with no preconceived notion of where it's supposed to be going or what your position is. You look at the analysis, you read the papers, you watch the newsreels, you formulate an opinion. Then you apply that opinion towards your technical analysis to find entry and exit levels, and you apply your plan once you've created a plan. Now that works, and you get out at the end of the day and you either made or you lost, and great, let's go do this again tomorrow. Go home with one of those positions on and look at your analysis at that point, and I'll bet you your interpretation of the market is more closely related to what your position is and a favorable outcome of your position. That, my friends, is not allowed. If you're following my advice, I can't allow you to do that. I've had a grain scale on. Grain scales tell me that the market should go lower, you buy into it, and then it rallies back out. Well, during my grain scale, I'm still a buyer and a seller of grains. Some days I'm a buyer and I'm looking to get out on a day trade. Some days I'm a seller and I'm looking to get out on a day trade. It has zero effect on whether I have an open position in my grains at the moment or not. But I've been doing this for 24 years. I don't expect that you can look at an open grain position in your account and go, well, that's 8,000 against me and I'm long, but today I'm a seller for a totally different reason, for a day trade, and go in and do that quick day trade sale and be happy with it and ignore where your long-term trade is, where your long-term trade exists at the moment. That is not impossible, but not easy. Not even slightly easy. Yes, I can do it. I can do it time after time after time. I have zero effect on me when I take a look at a market and I've gone home with a position that night. One has nothing to do with the other, and you hope your analysis is going to match your position, not the other way around. You don't want your position to match the analysis. Markets are always right. We are the ones who are wrong. Markets give us a chance to jump in and jump out and make a few dollars, hopefully, You never tell the market where it's going ever because it will not listen, and you do not do your analysis weighted towards your position. That's my little speech about keeping your focus pure. If you're a short-term trader, be out at the end of each day. This way, when you look at your analysis that evening, it is not jaded by your position. Good advice is hard to come by. Implementing the strategy is even harder. Take it from me, I understand that very well. I give more credit to you guys every day because I give you a recommendation and you guys follow it. Let me tell you something. You'd have to beat me over the head to follow somebody's recommendation. I don't know how you guys do it, but I praise you for it. And you do it well. You follow, half of you are following it to the letter. I'm amazed at that. I'm so impressed by it. And you see my analysis is never gauged towards a position we were in, towards a position we're in now, or towards where we've been. You've seen me stand cold in front of a down market and say, it's a buy day, let's go in there and buy. You've seen me in a market running up, stop and say, the top looks like it's coming in, let's go in and sell. I do not ever, ever prejudge my analysis based on where a market is going. Okay? Well, good advice is hard to find. Implementing it even harder. Stick to your guns. Look, no matter how you've come up with your trading decision, a decision has already been made. Now the market's open the next day. You have a decision, I've made it, or you've made it, or I've done my analysis, gave you my work. You've done your analysis, looked at my work, matched what you had around my work and said, you know what, Oscar says it's going up today, my work says it's going up today, I'm looking to buy this thing. And the market's open the next day. And then you start redoing those decisions again. Sometimes you find yourself short on the day that you should have been long right off the bat. Why? Because you've given yourself analysis paralysis is what you've done. You make a decision at night. You look at your charts, well, Oscar's work comes in, whoever's work you follow, Wells Wilder. You follow them, doesn't matter to me as long as you're following something that works for you. You follow someone's advice, you look at your own work, and then you've made a decision at night before the next day. Those are the moments in time when decisions about trading should be made. You made them when markets were closed, the kids are in bed, everything's calm, you've made your decision, the market's open the next day, and then you go, what do I do? And you buy it and you sell it and you buy it and you sell it, you get it all wrong. You can't do that. You made your decision when the static was gone, when the noise was quiet, everything was normal. You came up with a trading decision. When the market's open the next day, stick to your guns, stick to your decision. There's no other way to get this right. You had a plan, you had a place to buy, you had a place to put a sell stop, you had a place where you would take profit. The only decision I want you people to make is where to take your profit once you're in on a trade. Where to take the loss has been predetermined, where to get in has been predetermined, where to take the profit has been predetermined, but that is the only thing that you need to wiggle out of at all times. You get into a trade when it becomes profitable, you can't expect it to reach the profit objective all the time. So you wiggle out, that's what I do, that's what my flash updates usually get you. That's why I get so profitable all the time with my day trading Omni recommendations, because we try to jump out when the opportunity exists. And that is sticking to our guns. You'll never, ever, ever hear me say, don't change your exit level. I always say don't change your stop, don't change your entry level unless the market hits your spot and then you just got to go to the market. But you'll never hear me say not to change your exit level because that is a trader's decision every day. News can affect where it's going to go next. The guy buying 5,000 lots because he's got to take care of a fund that just went under could change the marketplace. News could come out. That can affect where you're getting out of a profit. As far as where you're getting in and where your stop is, if you're the type that does his analysis the day before, the evening before, the moment before the market opens, stick to your guns. Stick to your plan. Okay? Omni, the indices, tell me this hasn't been uncannily accurate. Mike, are you?
It's been good. I'm scared.
I'm afraid of it half the time because it just jumped out and says, get in the middle, get in front of the freight train, get long today, and it works. Talk about uncanny accuracy. I mentioned two markets to you this week, more than others. Well, I shouldn't say more than others, but we talked about euro currency all week. Omni just kept saying, buy it, buy it, buy it. Did you see that euro currency just explode this week? I mean, whoom, especially Friday. We're up 75 points on Friday. The other major call barring what it's done for us at the S&P, is silver on Wednesday. I got in front of this camera for Thursday morning or Wednesday night and said, Omni's telling me getting silver. Silver looks like it's ready to blast off. But I really couldn't find an exact buy point. I gave one that was 4 points lower than the actual low. 1267.5 was the low on the day. Omni said, let's get in. We went to 1327 within 2 days. Wow. You know, hey, we're going to keep going with it every day. You know, guys, this isn't a new experiment for me, by the way. I've been doing this since I'm 18 years old. When I was in college and working on the floor as a runner and cutting cold cuts for wall bounds, I've been putting out Omni numbers. Every night, every night. Well, now, you know, I'm 24, 25 years deep. I'm still doing those Omni numbers, but they're an Omni of a totally different picture, of a different game. Now, they're an Omni of a different color. They really, really work well. I am not going to change anything I do about this. I'm going to look at the markets the same way I do every single evening and present my analysis to you. Again, doesn't matter what your position is, what my position is, what they think on NBC or CNBC or anywhere else, I stick to my guns. That I hope you get from me. The ICE Exchange, here they come. Intercontinental Exchange is coming to eat up Chicago. Hey, I've been talking about leaving the floors to go to electronics since video 1, right? In fact, I left the floors in 1990 and tried to make an electronic firm. 95, I said, okay, maybe it won't happen. 99, I went back to the floor. Then I left again to make an electronic firm. And in 2005, I went back to the floor, and it didn't work again. It still didn't go electronic. So I built a big floor business, and look what happens. It goes electronic the year I finally give up and build a floor business. So here I am, back to the electronics, and here comes ICE to prove me right. Thank you, ICE. A couple of years late, but thank you. All right. So ICE is looking to buy Chicago, all of Chicago. They're not looking for one pin or one exchange. They want the whole kit and caboodle. I think they're going to get it. I don't think the membership is strong enough to stop it, and I think they'll throw enough money at the guys on the floor to say, hey, let's vote this thing out. So, with that in mind, talk about bridging the gap, guys. You're going to need me. I'm going to need you more than ever. This is it. Here it comes. The future's coming our way. For the people who have been used to calling the floors, you might as well throw out the speed dial, because ICE is going to take care of that for us in the next 6 months to a year. Keep your eye on ICE. Whether they get this bid now or not, they're coming. The future's coming. I will be here every day to bridge that gap for you, ladies and gentlemen. You can walk on these arms like it's a bridge from the days of the floor to the days of new, when we're typing in our trades, sitting in our living room, sitting in our offices, 4:30 in the morning, when there's nobody to speak to, because you don't need anyone to speak to. You know why? You have me, I have you, we have access to terminals, we don't need anybody else. All right, traders, that's the end of my roundup. I know it was short, but hey, I'm going to make some snowmen with the children. My usual is, if you're at my YouTube site, www.youtube.com/futuresanalysts, hit the subscribe button, get my videos sent to you the moment they get posted. If you want to email me at futuresanalysts@gmail.com. Give me your email address. I will automatically put you on my Flash Updates database. Website, Mikey, I see the sign. Mikey's holding it up. Don't forget about Vegas. What? And the website. All right, we got Vegas on the website. Thanks, Mikey.
No problem.
Hey, I got a show I'm doing in Vegas. May 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th at the Mandalay Bay. I invite you to come down. I will not charge you a dime. I've never charged you before. I'm not looking to sell you a thing. What I am looking to do is meet my, what should I call them? My flock, my followers, my crowd. My buddies, I don't know, what do I call you guys? Hey, if somebody has an idea of what I can call my crowd who's following me, send me an email, because I don't know what to call you guys right now. But hey, I call you my friends. I really, really appreciate the analysis that you send in, the letters that you send in. But what I appreciate more is when I get letters that show how I've helped. I have letters that they can almost bring a tear to your eye. People say, Oscar, I've never been able to trade this way in my life. I've never placed stops before until now. The emails never stop pouring in. Guys, I love it. I love you. Please keep it coming. Let's do this right. Come to my forum. You could go there, leave questions. There are plenty of guys who answer questions when I don't have the time to get to them during the trading day. There's lots going on. The website is futurestraders.com. Go to futurestraders.com. Take a look at the Omni page where my indicators are, where my flash updates are. And, hey, enjoy the site. Okay, so we did the Mandalay Bay for Vegas. Don't forget, the 14th through the 17th. Oh, by the way, if you're coming to Mandalay Bay, OscarInVegas@gmail.com. OscarInVegas@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know you're coming. I'll put you on a list. I'll be prepared for you. With that in mind, traders, have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday night. Remember, stops always get placed first. Stops are your best friends. Emotions are out of the markets. Stops are in. Good luck, traders.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.